Short story elements. Setting. There are several aspects of a story setting to consider when examining how setting contributes to a story. Some or all may be present in a story. Place. The geographical location. Where is the action of the story taking place? Time. When is the story taking place? Historical period, time of day, year, etc. Weather conditions. Is it rainy, sunny, stormy, etc.? Social conditions. What is the daily life of the characters like? Does the story contain local color, writing that focuses on the speech, dress, mannerisms, customs, etc. of a particular place? Mood or atmosphere. What feeling is created at the beginning of the story? Is it bright and cheerful or dark and frightening? Characters. The person in a work of fiction. The characteristics of a person. Characteristics of a person may include his or her physical appearance, what he/she says, thinks, feels, and dreams, what he/she does or does not do, what others say about him, her, and how others react to him or her. Conflict. It is the opposition of forces which ties one incident to another and makes the plot move. Within a short story there may be only one central struggle, or there may be one dominant struggle with many minor ones. For instance, character versus character. The protagonist struggles with the antagonist. Character versus nature. The leading character struggles against the forces of nature. Character versus society. The leading character struggles against ideas, practices, or customs of other people. Character versus himself, herself. The leading character struggles with himself, herself, with his, her own soul, ideas of right or wrong, physical limitations, choices, etc. Point of view. First-person narration. In this form of narration, a character in the story or novel tells his own story. This form of narration uses the pronouns I, we, our, and so on. Third-person omniscient narration. In this form of narration, a voice outside of the story recounts the action using the third person he, she, it, they, and so on. Not only can this narrator report actions, she or he can also tell the reader what all of the characters are thinking and feeling. There are two branches under the third-person omniscient narration. First one, third-person limited omniscient narration. This form of narration is similar to third-person omniscient. This narrator uses he, she, it, etc., but this narrator can only tell what one or some of the characters are thinking or feeling. Third-person objective narration. This narrator also uses the third person, but can only report the actions of the characters. Theme. The theme in a piece of fiction is its controlling idea or its central insight. The theme may be the author's thoughts about a topic or view of human nature. Some simple examples of common themes from literature, television, and film are things are not always as they appear to be, love is blind, believe in yourself, people are afraid of change, don't judge book by its cover. Plot. The plot is a planned, logical series of events having a beginning, middle, and end. There are 5 essential parts of plot. The introduction, the beginning of the story where the characters and the setting is revealed. The rising action, this is where the events in the story become complicated and the conflict in the story is revealed. Climax, this is the highest point of interest and the turning point of the story. The reader wonders what will happen next, will the conflict be resolved or not? Following action, the events and complications begin to resolve themselves. The reader knows what has happened next and if the conflict was resolved or not. Denouement, or the conclusion. This is the final outcome or untangling of events in the story. Thank you. That is the end to our presentation.